It's a funny question. It's funny because it's true, and a lot of people do it. And this guy had the guts to write it down and be willing to take slack from it. A couple people replied on their comment and threw it back at him. But I'm gonna, let's get into this. I hope the sun's okay. I think it is. Okay, this is from George Mangoon. I have one question. How do I help my wife understand me better? Right, and I'm sure maybe she left a comment somewhere in another channel and said, "How do I make my husband understand me better? Like he just doesn't understand anything." You see, this is men and women, wired differently, think differently, feel differently, perceive differently, and think that their mate doesn't understand them because they don't most of the time. Because see, we want to be understood. Oh yeah, that's the title. Seek to understand rather than be understood. That's why the title's like that. This is what he said. Since I understand us both, see, he understands him and her. So it's like, why don't you understand me? I understand you. Let's see though. Does he really understand her? But I'm tired. I'm tired of being helpful. And he put a smiley face. So see, he's aware, like he knows. He knows there's something that he's not given the full, complete, picture. He knows. That's good. That's, he's just accepting, like where he's at. Like this is plain. I'm aware it's a little bit of ego in here somewhere, but okay, all right. So help me then. What are we going to do? That's how you got to be. Like you can't. It's like people get knocked for asking questions that say, yeah, man, but why do you think like that? Why do you feel? Well, what, you don't? Are you perfect? You don't have this stuff play out either? You just admit this stuff. This is first step. You admit your behaviors or patterns and do it with a sense of humor. See, I've always been good at that. I don't have this guilt shame thing. I would just be like, this is what I do, man. It's crazy as hell. This is what I do. Can you help me? And then you find out, see, if it's a weak teacher, he don't like that freedom. Why? Because he's doing the same thing on some level. And you're exposing him, you're showing how free you are. You're free with your defects of character. You're not beating yourself up about it. And at the same time, you're not pretending you don't have them. See, this is a big thing right there for certain spiritual teachers. They don't admit when they're wrong ever. Like they can't even admit to anything, any defect of character or shortcoming. Don't run away from those people when you meet them. If they can't admit that they have some flaws or idiosyncrasies, they're not authentic. What do you think? That they make a 10-minute or 1-hour video, that's easy to look. You can look perfect or, whatever. For 1 hour, put a camera on them 24 hours a day. See what happens. They got those hidden mics or hidden cameras now. You can go to one of their seminars and plant it on them. Just, hey, how you doing? You put it on them. And then you take the footage and you upload it. Scam revealed. Go viral. All right. When she's listening to me, like he said here, I'm tired of being helpful. When she's listening to me, but she can't seem to do what she's supposed to do until afterwards. So he's like telling her, he's like, look, this is what you need to do. Just trust me, just believe me. Like I can see what's going on. Just do this. But she don't do it. She's like, man, leave me alone. And then she does what she wants to do. And then he's saying, she learns afterwards though. She makes mistakes. And then he says, I told you. You think she likes hearing that? Yeah, oh yeah, you're right. Damn, you're so wise. Like, this is what we do. This is what the ego. Man, I've done that. Yeah, I used to. Yeah, don't do this. Like, I could see the situation. I know what she was gonna do, or he, whatever. I know it. Let's say there's some dilemma or some problem or something. Okay. I know I know, because I knew how she thought. Like, I know how the people think. So I knew what her plan of action was going to be before she did, basically, on some level, at least on an abstract way. So then I would tell her, like, look, you're looking at it like this. You're going to do this because you think it's going to help with that. But then when you do that, here's what's going to happen. And you're going to be mad at me because I'm saying this now, and you're not going to listen to me, and you're going to do your own thing, and then you're going to be resentful at me. You see? Now, was that spiritual saying that? No, it's total ego. Like, you don't say that. Even if you can see a situation, you let the people have their own experience. Because same with us. There'll be a situation or something where maybe, see, that's the thing. We don't think that others can maybe see that with us. They just don't say anything because they're more mature. Like, like parents and kids and stuff too. Parents already know. Smart parents, they know what the kid's thinking before he's even thinking it, But also, it doesn't have to be parents and kids. It can be, because we're at different stages of evolution. So a lot of times, like, you can see something that they don't see. So I'm sure that's happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to you too. But the ego tends to think, no, I'm the seer. Like, I see all the stuff. Nobody sees something I don't see. We got to catch those little things out and expose it. And it's fun. Like, who cares? We don't take it personal. Like, that's part of the play. We gotta have defects of character, and otherwise we can't play the game of transcending. Remember, that's the main game, to transcend. Well, you got to have something to transcend. So there you go. God gave us stuff to transcend. And the transcendence game's more fun when we have a sense of humor about it, when we know, like, what are you going to do? Like, we're in a human form. There's no perfect personality. I don't care who you are. There's no master that can have a perfect personality. If he's got a body and a mind, he's got idiosyncrasies. That's why I really liked Autobiography of a Yogi. Yogananda exposed a couple of Sri Yukteswar's defects of character. What was it? So one was that Sri Yukteswar, his mom took him to go get a dog. They wanted to get a dog. So Sri Yukteswar went there and he found the most ugly dog there. He got attached to it. He's like, no, I want this dog. Mom's like, come on, man. Like, what about these dogs? These dogs are like a little classier, a little better. Sri Yukteswar, no, I want this dog. See, there was some attachment there. I don't remember some other one. Oh, he had a favorite student. He had a favorite disciple in his ashram, and Yogananda was strong. See, this is the other thing. This is the other thing when it comes to students and teachers and disciples and gurus and all that. It's like part of the defect of character in the disciples or the students is they want to be the favorite. It's just natural. Admit it. Something, and then you can transcend it. And something, even on videos and stuff. It's like if you get attention, you leave comments, you get attention, but then somebody else starts leaving comments. Now they're getting attention, and then the mind of the person that used to get more attention, they feel bad or something. Then they leave, they stop watching because they want all the attention. Those are defects of character. You gotta catch that. So Yogananda caught it. When Sri Yukteswar, that's funny, I can say his name, Sri Yukteswar. Nazasargada. Sri Yukteswar, Yogananda didn't trip on the fact that he was given favoritism to this kid, this other student. And you know what? Sri Yukteswar didn't trip either. This was the play. This is how it was being expressed. It's not like he was unconscious about it, I'm sure. He knew, but this was the play. It's like, okay, this is what it's doing. I'm giving him more attention. What do you want me to do? But Yogananda, knew. He's like, I'm not here for attention. I'm here for the master's wisdom. I'm getting something from him. He's waking me up on a level that I haven't ever been woke up before. He's accelerating my spiritual evolution like nothing else. He stayed focused on that. This is, see, he has wisdom. Yogananda also has wisdom to see things like that. Oh yeah, but let me finish the story though. So what happened then? This kid that he liked left the ashram, and then came back a couple months later, and he was in the world, and all of it, his karma got activated, and he was probably didn't say what he was doing, but who knows? Maybe getting drunk, getting laid, I don't know. But he came back, and Sri Yukteswar, he could see his aura. You could just see, like he lost the ojas, the charisma, because he was the world like took him, and Sri Yukteswar couldn't accept him anymore. He was on a different frequency. It's like he didn't jive anymore with the ashram consciousness. But Sri Yukteswar couldn't tell him that. So what did he do? He made Yogananda tell him. See? Nobody's perfect. So she's listening to me, but can't do what she's supposed to do until afterwards. And I keep repeating myself over and over again. I keep telling her, this is what you do. Like, why don't you listen to me? That's a big thing for the male. When we're playing the role, when the consciousness is incarnated in male form, this software program is super deep, that the man wants the woman to respect him and to trust him and believe him. This is big. And guess what? Guess what kind of program God put in the woman? Did he put a program in like that movie Stepford Wives? Did you see that movie? The husbands want the woman to act right, so they take him to this doctor, and then doctor reprograms him, makes him act right. And now when he has sex with her, she moans and does everything right. So do you think, see, God didn't do that though. In God's movie, he did the opposite. He put like some virus or something to react to this guy's deep need to want this a woman to believe in him and trust him. He put the software in the girl to question that, to not believe him. And the guy's like, oh man, you hit me at the core. He don't know it though. You got to know it. You got to know that that's a core program you have, so that then that gives the opportunity to transcend it when it happens. You'll know. See, a lot of guys, they just react, and it'll turn into a big argument. They don't know what they're arguing about though. You got to know what you're arguing about to stop arguing. So see, he keeps repeating himself over and over again, but she keeps doing it over and over again. Probably because you keep saying, she's probably doing it, just to mess with you. Because she don't want to say, yeah, you're right, damn it, I should just listen to you all the time. She's like, no, the hell with him, I'm going to do it again. That's something I would do too in the past, just to be defiant. I'm like, I'm going to do this anyway. I don't care what you say. I'm going to do the opposite. Everything you tell me, I'm going to do the opposite. Welcome to the world of romantic relationships. So I told her before about the type of problem, and I told her how to navigate through it. She don't listen to me. That's all he wrote. I responded though, and he understood, and it's all good. But this is a common theme that takes place in relationships, and that's why I wanted to make a video on that. The title, Understand Rather Than Be Understood. The St. Francis prayer, I got it from that title. He's awake. Because he says, and I've shared before in the video, and I'll keep sharing it, because you can't hear this prayer too much. Just repeat that in your head all the time. When you're, instead of self-talking with your brain, repeat this prayer when you're outside, when you're anywhere, over and over again. I don't have it memorized yet, but it's a total self-forgetting prayer. Understand rather than be understood. Comfort rather than be comforted. Love rather than be loved. You see? Take the attention out of this selfish core that we're programmed to be like, because that's necessary for a while, and put it on the other person. When she's doing something, okay, here we go. Next time this happens, when you feel like you can see the situation, instead of saying, look, don't do that, do it like this, don't do that, try this. Say, hey, you want some help? What you're doing here? Like, Like pretend like you don't know. Just don't think that you know how it's going to turn out and what she's doing. Just ask her. Just you see she needs some help. Don't even analyze the situation. I know that's hard, but don't do it. And then just say, what do you want to do? How do you want to navigate this? You see, don't interject. Guys love this. Don't interject how you think it should be done. You see, it is true. Like the male's reasoning powers are a little sharper than a woman. Generally speaking, we're coded like that. We're not better. This is the programs. What are we going to do? The woman is much more in touch, generally speaking, with her intuition and able to articulate how she feels and in touch with her feelings much more than a guy. The average guy is really stupid about that. You see? So which is better? None. They're both. It's balance. So when you start trying to tell her something from a logical point of view, it could bring up some insecurity. Somewhere she knows like that she don't have the same software program as you. So don't beat her up for that, because that's how she feels. She feels a little beat up. Like, why is he rubbing it in? Talk to God. Don't talk to me. I'm the AI that God created. So leave me alone. Talk to the programmer. Somehow there's that resentment there, and that's why she'll do the opposite maybe. So ask her. You see that she's getting ready to embark on a task. Don't project and look at the situation. I know it comes natural. Just don't listen to it. And say, "Can I help you? Like, how do you want to do this? I want to help." She may not believe you. She might think you're being sarcastic or something. But it's all right. You're serious. Just be serious. If you're serious, you're serious. She'll get it. Say, no, like, I'm free right now. I want to help you. Like, what do you want to do? Well, I want to do like this and do that. Okay, cool. Let's do like that then. And you know what can also happen? This is a funny thing. It could be a miracle. What would normally maybe not turn out right, because in the previous situation, because she's alone doing it and you're in the background like telling her it's not going to work. If you're not doing that, if you're both are contributing on the same page, what normally wouldn't work, it might work. Now that'll be fun. Try that and let me know. I'd do it. If I'm in a relationship, I would try it. I don't really want to be in one right now. All right, have a good day.